No, not yet. We're not.
Oh,
we got the.
Over.
That'll be tomorrow when after we
Just
work.
intros, Dad.
Yeah. Gotta be like, we gotta be working on something first.
Hey, welcome back to Amberg Acres. Pablo showed up today, and on the way he picked up my dad. This is my dad, Norbert. He's 90 years old. He's about to be 91 in 2 months, almost exactly 2 months, eh?
Yep.
He will be 91 years old. So he came along for the ride this weekend, and we're just going to do a few little projects, nothing big and major, just some little odds and ends around here, and sit around and just enjoy the nice weather. It's going to be 70 degrees this weekend, and we're just going to have a good time. All right, so stay tuned.
See? That's all it is. Man, you could rattle that off.
All right, so the first thing we're going to tackle is we're going to get this post out of here. I buried all the electrical lines. They're all buried now, so we just got to get that post removed and out of our way. So Pablo's going to be giving me directions, and I'm going to drive into it, and then I'm going to try and put a chain on there and hook up to it and lift it right out of the hole. Here, now we just take this stuff off here. What do you think this pole is made out of, Pablo?
Wood?
Wood? You think it's cedar?
Sure.
Think an old one like this is cedar yet?
Sure.
I don't think the new ones are.
I don't know.
I think they're pine. I think it's because I'm turning both of them at the same time here yet. So what do you think? You guess an inch? Another one?
Is that something you put on, or?
This? No.
Yeah. That's
No.
been there?
It's all been on there. But I've been coming up here 20 years, so it's been there that long. So I don't know when it was put in. I would assume when that trailer got put there, but which was sometime in the late 60s, early 70s. Well, it was made in China, so
Oh.
we weren't in China yet then in the 70s, were we?
I don't think so. I don't know.
No, because I just watched a video of Oprah Winfrey interviewing Donald Trump back in 1988, and he was slamming Japan for ripping off the United States.
Yeah.
So that was the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we were in China until well into the 90s sometime. Okay, and that cable's not worth nothing. I'm gonna throw this on a pile with the other three I got from the electric company until I figure out what to do with them. Right? Any ideas? You guys leave me a comment. of what to do with these telephone posts. This one's pretty far gone, but Pablo can take you over there and show you the other 3. And I think at least 1 or 2 of them are halfway decent yet. That one's about half the weight of that big one. Maybe even a quarter of the weight. What do you think? That big one's in pretty good shape yet.
Yeah.
And that big one came from the next to the barn over there, the one the electric company pulled out. It was next to the barn. The other 2 came from out on the road somewhere. When they upgraded my service to 200 amp service, they removed those poles on the road because they figured if they were doing the upgrade, they had to do a different transformer out there and whatever they all had to do. So they put a new pole in 2 spots out there. So that's where those poles came from. So this here is our second dilemma. When I pulled that stump out back in spring, the roots were behind this post. And when I pulled that stump out, it broke the post right at the ground. It's all half rotted there already. This ain't even 10 years old, I bet. And that's all rotted already. So my plan is, instead of going and buying another post, and I got all this this wood sitting around here, I have this 4x4 left over. If we took this off, flipped it over, put the good end back in the ground, and then added this to the top here. And I'm gonna have to trim this down. This is a little over 4 inches, so I'm gonna have to trim it down, but that's my plan. So first thing we gotta do is probably shore this up with something here behind it so we can work on it, and then the roof don't come down. And I'll just cut a board or something to prop that up. And then we got to get that post out of the ground. All right, so this is already separated down here. So we're gonna try and hammer this piece of wood under here and just kind of lift this up a little bit. That's the problem with white pine. Ooh. Good stuff, eh?
Maybe you pounded too hard.
Want to build a house with that? I'll go get another piece, a bigger piece. Okay, this is a store-bought one. This came straight from Menards, Pablo. You just gonna work that? Yeah?
Yeah.
You gotta say yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good?
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's going up. It went up.
Yeah. That'll hold.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, so we changed our plan a little bit here. We're going to saw this off about, I don't know, 6 inches down so that we don't have to take all these screws out, because this is screwed in from the front and I would have to get a Sawzall in there and cut that all off. So we're going to just cut it down here and then put this piece in there like that. All right, I'm gonna go cut this on the chop saw and square these ends up.
Oh, you got it out already.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we move fast around here.
Yeah,
Dad.
I guess so.
You're at Amberg Acres now.
You might need some for that post over there too, a little bit. So we might have brought enough. Okay.
So who says you can't work till you're 90?
Not very effectively, though.
Oh, come on.
That would have took us half a day.
Yeah.
Pablo,
I
if
would have had to
Pablo
drive
was
the tractor around the yard a few times.
if Pablo was involved, yeah, it'd be.
Backside there. Good. They can always add some later if it sinks. When we get some rain, which might be next year probably. So I gotta go rip this down a little bit. This is 4 inches by 4 inches probably. Actually it's 3 3/4. It's 3 1/2. All right, we're gonna go saw this down a little bit. So the problem with this now is I gotta take this guy off. Actually, it's this guy right here.
Yeah, those guards just get in the way anyway.
You know the story of me getting hit at work that time with the saw, on a big table saw?
No.
When I was working at that plastics place, I was running a job and it was right at the end of the shift, and I scrapped a couple of pieces, and they always wanted a full order. You know, if it's 10 pieces, you needed 10 pieces. So I quick ran into the saw room, and I don't usually run the equipment, you know, in there, but there was no guard or nothing on it, so I started ripping out. I figured I'd make 4 pieces, you know, right away instead of just 2, you know, in case I scrap another one. And I'm cutting them, and the saw is vibrating, and the pieces are sitting right here, kind of like that, and one must have vibrated back and hit that blade.
Oh yeah.
Right in the chest. Right in the chest. I had a square. I actually went to the hospital because it swelled up so bad. And I had a square right there, a big red square.
That probably could have killed you. It hit you right in the heart.
If it hit in the right spot, yeah. Just like that football player,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Okay, so this is how you do it. If not how you should do it, because you should have a guard on.
You can't saw a piece. So on a smaller table saw like this here, there's no way to leave the guard on and cut a piece this big because it doesn't go all the way through. So you would hit the guard and you wouldn't be able to push your piece any further.
Right.
So you can't do this any other way. And this isn't the safest way, but that's the way you have to do it.
Especially if it
unless
kicks.
you had a bandsaw or a bigger bandsaw that you could run it in a bandsaw or something. But
Especially if it kicks back, it's going right through your door.
Yeah.
Your new door.
Yeah, I know.
It's really an unsafe way to do it. Where
Right.
you.
So the other thing with this rough sawn lumber, now this piece is dried out a little bit. It's been sitting around here since probably January. It likes to twist and cup. So that's another issue doing this, that's binding as it's going through there. That's why it doesn't sound like it's cutting free. My blade probably isn't the sharpest. That's how you have to do it. There you go. Nice smooth edge. So now I gotta do the other side the same way. How do we do? 3 1/2, 3 1/2. There you go. Now we got to make a couple pieces of angle iron yet. Let's go pound this in place, and then we'll do that. Good. This one's a little crooked up here, but best I could do. That's gonna work. So here's our plan. I got some angle iron here. This came from my pal Craig over at Squirrely Acres, and I'm going to cut these to 6, 8 maybe 8 inches, put a couple of holes in them, and we're going to, let me hold the lighter piece up there. I'm going to put that on there like that, put a couple of carriage bolts through, and that's how we're going to hold that on, or hold it together I should say. So we're going to go saw this now on the bandsaw. So this is just a cheap little Harbor Freight bandsaw, but it works pretty good for cutting this angle iron and stuff like that. I don't think if you had a solid chunk of 4-inch round or something you'd want to do it on here, but for the angle iron, once you get through that first surface, it doesn't cut that bad. And that's going to take forever, so we'll come back when that's done cutting. No, we can do this here, like this here. Okay. So, seeing it's such a beautiful morning here, Dad, I need you standing there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, where are you now? There. So seeing it's such a beautiful morning here in the North Woods, we decided we're going to take a drive this morning and go up along the river and do some stuff, see what we can find. And later on this afternoon, we'll come back and continue on our little projects. So we're up here at one of the We Energies campsites that's along the Menominee River. The dam is down, would be to the south of where I'm standing here, but the colors are pretty nice over there across the river. Very beautiful. So this is one of the campsites here along the river. Very nice. They're primitive though. There's no electric, no water or anything. But they're very nice if you're a camper. So this is where I pick my red osier dogwoods. The county comes through and just cuts them down in the spring usually. And so I come out here and I just clip these off. You know, 18 inches or so is good. And then we'll show you when we plant them, we'll show you what we do to the stem. So I just pick a few here and there. The straighter the better. Seems to be what's working the best. And we'll go home and plant them. So yeah, 18, 20 inches, whatever. And then we'll show you when we get back how we dress this up before we stick them in the ground. So I planted a bunch in spring and they grew really good. So now I'm going to try these in fall and see how these turn out. See if these keep over the winter and start right away in spring. Okay, so I left the trees back on the back of the truck. So I sent Pablo to go get them. He's going to get them right now. So I'm going to punch the holes while he's gone. So what I do is I just got a piece of rebar here. I just hammer it into the ground, and then we drop those pieces we just cut into there. So this area here is wet all spring and half the summer. Some summers I can't even come down here and drive through here with the four-wheeler because it's underwater. So So that's why I'm planting them in this area, because this is always wet and they like wet. They like a wet area. And just make a hole in the ground and that's it. And move over, make another one. Where you at, Dad? You're not getting lost on me, are you? No. Oh, there you are. I see you.
Beautiful oak tree.
Yeah, those I planted some of those. Is it in a cage?
That could be
Oh, no, right next to you there. See the green metal post?
green.
Right to your left. There's a green metal post there. You don't see that green post there? I can see it from here. You see it right there now? Right there. About 5 feet straight in front of you.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, that's a metal cage. There's an oak in there. That's a swamp. That's a swamp white oak. Okay, so the way I treat this end is I just cut it off at an angle, kind of like it was already. So if it's dried out, if you had these sitting around for a day or so, you want to cut that off so it's nice and fresh. Then you take off these nodes here and you just peel that back like that. Okay? And you can do a couple of them up the stem. And then you want to make sure that's, you can do this too on the ends. And that's where the roots will grow out of then. And then you take it and you stick it in the hole. Let's see if I got the hole deep enough here. I need to cover. Nope, I gotta go deeper. You just drop it in the hole. You want to make sure that where you peel that bark back, that is in the hole. Okay? And then you just go on to your next one. So this is what, less than an hour ago?
Yeah.
Hour and a half ago maybe we cut these out in the woods. So that's already, you can see how that's dried up. A little deeper yet. Just like that. Here you go. That'll grow on its own. So the other guys that I've watched say you need to do at least 3 nodes. I don't know if that's a fact or not. I really don't. But that's how I've been doing it, and so far I've had pretty good success rate here. Such a beautiful day out here. We got Dad out here painting Barb's bear. You remember how to do this, Dad?
Well, not really.
No, but you're an artist.
I know, but it's turning brown.
Dad's got paintings all over the world probably, and he doesn't even know it.
Yeah, I probably have. I go to visit some of my card playing friends. They have my artwork on the wall.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you get that? Oh, your rummage sale.
Oh. We'll let you see it when he's done. All right, guys. So it took a while yesterday to saw these pieces. So we went and had supper, and I sawed them while the supper was going, and later on after that I was still sawing. So I got them done. So my plan is to just put that on there like that. And if I measure from the inside of the channel here, there's a long side and a short side, okay? So I thought if I measured from the inside of the channel and came over 1.75, that would put me a hole basically right in the middle of that post. And then I would put the other one on the back side like that, and then I would have that going through the hole on the back side also, and they should line up, and that will hold that post together. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go drill these and see if I can get one to work. If I get one to work, then the other one will work, and we'll be right back with the drilled holes. So because there's a big radius inside this angle iron, I could take a grinder and try and grind it square, but it's much easier just to sand a radius on the wood, and that fits much better and much tighter now. So I just got to do this back corner here, and then we can drill some holes. It should be relatively close to the center of my 4x4 there. Put that in there. The other one on the back side, like so. Just tighten that up. There, that post ain't gonna go anywhere. I mean, basically you got the weight coming down on it, so the side play isn't that big a deal, I guess. Is the way I'm looking at it. Because all your weight is down, unless a tornado comes through. But when was the last time we had a tornado in Amberg?
A couple years ago.
Didn't go through Amberg.
Oh,
I came close, I guess.
south of Amberg.
Was
Middle Inlet, right?
yeah, Middle Inlet, yeah, and it hit over by Silver Cliff and over that way.
Maybe come back through the other hole and meet in the middle.
And hit him in the middle, eh?
Because if the hole's a little offset in the middle,
Yeah.
you can pound a... There you go.
All right, that's solid. It's not going anywhere. So I got to drill these other two holes, and I got to do the one on the bottom yet, and then we're done with this. And I'm just gonna sawzall this extra off with the sawzall. Okay, that's solid. That's probably more solid than it was before. And so we're gonna pop this board out here. Get my level out of the way here. Ready?
Moment of truth.
Oh, look at that. Solid as can be. You can do pull-ups under it.
Yeah, okay.
Boy, that looks pretty good. Looking nice. Actually got eyes again now. Yeah.
I'm so shaky, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting the shakes
How-
too. I'm only
I
60
used to be able
something.
to load a brush and just.
Right.
Not
Yeah, now
anymore.
you got to hold your hand on something to steady it.
That doesn't even help.
No.
I'd like to make gray claws here, but I don't. I have a oil, rust, black, and a.
She didn't have no black in that kit? No.
You think there's some black somewhere?
No, everything I have is
acrylic?
everything I have is going to be oil based.
Okay. Okay. Do you have a little oil-based white?
Oil based white?
Yeah.
To go with that black there?
Yeah.
Sure. So I just want to show you this piece of wood here. Okay, this is probably, I'm guessing around 10 years old. And I'm guessing that's a big guess because I don't remember when I built this lean-to on here. But the whole bottom half that was all the way in the ground is fine. Perfectly fine. But right where it met the ground meets the air or the grass, whatever, however you want to say it, that's all rotted. So I ain't sure why that's happening. But all the posts look that way. They're rotted right at the ground level. So I don't know what that means for my pole barn, 10, 15, 20 years down the road. But that's what I'm finding here on these posts. This is ground contact green treated lumber from Menards. And that's what we have locally is Menards and Home Depot. So that's what we shop for our stuff. But that's what that looks like after 10 years, all rotted out already. So just wanted to share that with you. All right, so we're gonna get started on this wall here. I got Pablo out there cutting my boards for me. So I'm gonna throw him some measurements and he's gonna get the boards in here. All right, Pablo, I need 2 pieces at 148 1/4.
Okay.
What the hell? Well, that was pretty fast. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, Pablo. I need 8 pieces at 81 1/4 minus 3 inches, so 78 1/4.
Okay.
What the heck? How the heck are you getting them cut so fast?
I need a break.
All right. We'll do the other 4 later. I'm gonna check them. Ooh. 78.25 right on the nuts. All right. Break time. Oh, that looks really nice, Dad. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Barb's gonna really appreciate that. That's beautiful.
That's the best I could do at 90 years old.
Yeah.
I'm very shaky.
Yeah.
I used to be able to do a 12-foot vine in one stroke.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I'm getting shaky too. Oh, sorry guys, I fell asleep. Oh, where are you guys? Dad? Pablo? Man, how long was I sleeping? Pablo! Dad! Stuff is all gone. Holy cow, they left. They left. They didn't even say goodbye. Thought we were just taking a break. Oh man. How long was I sleeping? Well, there's boards on the ground. I'm hoping he cut them other boards up for me. Let's go see inside once here. Oh man, he put the wall up and everything. Holy cow. Pablo's something else, man. I gotta go call them and see how long I was sleeping. I knew they were leaving, but holy cow. All right, guys. I guess that's it. So if you like these videos, give me a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe. And I want to send a special thank you to Pablo for getting this all done for me. We'll catch you on the next one.